Hi, Jules. How are you?
Hi there, Siddharth. Good to see you. Doing very well here. How's life treating you?
It's okay. It's just a bit, depressing with the COVID, but we're all trying to, move on. It's great to, catch up with you from the last time we chatted. Nice to see your face because I know the last time we chatted was on Zoom, and
Okay, yes, that's right. Yes, things are doing well this side. Life carries on. I don't worry too much about the activities, social activities. I keep to myself. So staying happy and healthy and watching the charts and keeping up to date with all the latest trends, the uptrends and
I
consolidations and
like that. Yeah,
downtrends.
yeah, that's clever. Okay, speaking about uptrends and uptrend, what have been like your highs and lows being on uptrend?
Um, well, I was very lucky that I got onto uptrend fairly early, while it was still in an early stage of development. And I was very fortunate to be able to accumulate some uptrend points, the one-up tokens, uh, early on. At that stage, in the first phase of the uptrend release, we were getting more points actually
Hmm.
per upvote. So they started us off giving us extra points, but then as things developed, more people came on.
Hmm.
The value of your points grew less. I think,
Hmm.
to maintain in the long run, they had to exponentially reduce or proportionally reduce the payout
Yes. Yes.
per vote. So I was lucky I managed to make my way up into, say, the 20 level or
Hmm.
19 level as far as rank goes with staking or powering up the votes, the one-up tokens. And because I was pushing, trying to post an article every day or a couple of articles if I could, I managed to accumulate a good amount. And so I just managed to reach the 20 level. Actually, I was on 19, and then they halved the points or whatever it was. They reduced the upvotes, the one-up token that you get per vote. So I just managed to scrape in. And so that's really helped me a lot because obviously the higher your stake, the higher your rank, the greater your payout per vote and the greater the weight of your vote. So being
Hmm.
an early bird is often very beneficial. That's been a high point on Uptrend. Challenges that may have been there. I mean, there are no serious challenges. Uptrend is functioning very well. It's going very efficiently. As we continue to post, anyone who's a regular poster or blogger will do quite well. Of course, now it's harder to climb up the ranks to accumulate
Hmm.
votes because the vote is worth less. So it seems one has to work a bit harder at it.
Yes.
Uh, One thing is I'm missing Jeff. Jeff is the CEO, the original founder of Uptrend, and I think he's probably just very busy on another project, Trust Swap.
Yeah. Trust. Love. Yeah.
He's doing other great work, from what I can understand. So you don't see him much. There are admin though that do look after us. If you want to withdraw your one-up tokens and you're waiting a few days for the withdrawal, you can always check on the Telegram channel
Hmm.
with the admin, and there'll always be some
Hmm.
admin there happy to assist you. So that's an important part is the relationship, the communication channel that needs to stay open between support or admin, if you want to call them that, and the rest of us. So fortunately, they are there on the Uptrend Telegram group, and I just made a recent withdrawal. I'm busy waiting for confirmation of that now, and checked in with them, and they said no, it's fine. It's going through the process. So So far
Nice.
things are going quite nicely on Uptrend.
Beautiful. Okay. I want to ask you your thoughts on, let's say, downvotes. Do you believe that they should be half the value of an upvote? For example, if an upvote was 2 points, should a downvote be like 1 point?
I haven't thought about it much, and I personally don't like to use the downvotes. I would rather answer, if there's a bland comment or a spammy comment or whatever that's not really of any value, I would usually comment first and suggest to the person in reply, "Hi there, your comment's not worth much or whatever. If you put a bit more of your original ideas there, I'm willing to upvote it." Or if I read a post which is, in my opinion, too short or not really worth much, then I'll put a comment and I'll try to be positive and say, well done, you posted. If you want more upvotes, I'll, just make it a bit longer, put a bit more of your original ideas onto the post, make it, worth something, and then I'll happily upvote it. But I do understand there is a need for the downvote. It's part of what you call curation. We're curating or commenting, and so we're assisting in actually maintaining the standard as editors almost. We're assisting each other by editing each other's work, commenting on each other's work. So the downvote obviously has some value, and what that value should be. Half the value makes a lot of sense. You don't want it to be worth too much. A full vote would be too strong. So the half makes sense. Rather halfway than zero downvotes or too heavy of a downvote. So I can understand the concept of having it half as valuable. It sounds good.
Okay, and what are your, let's say, expectations of Uptrend going forward?
Well, we all want the price to increase, don't we? That's like what we're all interested in. We're accumulating Uptrend and one-up tokens because it's a currency. We're trading in currency. The tech is great and the fundamentals are great. The platform itself is excellent. So I hope that maintains. But the attractive feature of this concept of tokenized social media or paid social media is that you want to get the pay, you want to get paid, you want to get payout. So as long as the token remains fairly stagnant in price, fairly minimal in price at the moment, the incentive is a little bit less to want to accumulate tokens. The motivation. Human beings are incentivized, so we just need that incentive. Now, if you've already accumulated and you're used to social media or blogging, as such, then naturally we'll carry on. I'll carry on writing. I love writing and posting, and as we go along, there is a little bit of accumulation, even though it's bit by bit, it's very small as such. That's fine. We can continue with it, but I'm not expert on coding and that department. So, the ERC20 token that we're working with, the one-up token, maybe there were too many engineered or designed, or coded into, Bitcoin, for example, has 21 million coins. Uptrend, one-up token, nowadays, they up to 1 billion. I'm not sure exactly what the figure is, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's around 1 billion. Now, obviously, it's not going to accumulate that much, but it needs to grow in value. It needs to slowly grow with Bitcoin, with all the other altcoins. We should theoretically be seeing Bitcoin pull one-up token up with it, as it does with many of the other altcoins. We're not really seeing that, however. We're not seeing enough growth in the value of the token. So the supply may be a little bit heavy. There may be too much supply, not enough demand. So we'll wait it out. This is the early day of the bull market, early phase of the Bitcoin bull trend, and the altcoin season should kick in. Here and there, altcoins are starting to make gains. We just need to see one-up token make a little bit more profit and be worth a bit more to really incentivize users. Otherwise, users get despondent and they're not incentivized to bring new people on board. So all of this has to be weighed up by the admin, or we can simply just blog and continue, but the admin really needs to work on that side, the back end of what's happening there. I mean, in and of itself, maybe there's nothing we can do. It's organic. We just need to let the market decide.
Yeah, but it is a buying opportunity, that's for sure, because it's like so low. I mean, you could buy you can put like 100 Rand, 10 Rand, even an uptrend. You could buy a lot of tokens. So it's not the worst, I guess, idea to try and buy your way through the levels, isn't it?
Yes, you're right. That's a very good point. If the price is remaining low, it's easy for us to buy a bulk amount of tokens and then power up. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Why? I haven't followed that route myself. I could be wrong, but I got the impression
I think people have done that, but I've never really been a fan of it. I always believed in just straight up hard work and all that therapeutic jazz. But you never know. I might probably do that in the future. But okay, another question coming to mind is, which cryptos do you think are going to do well next year and why?
Obviously, Bitcoin is the prime mover in the bull run. It depends on the halvings, of course. Now, the proof of work tokens like Litecoin and Dogecoin, some of the older coins that have been around for a long time that are proof of work, should theoretically be pulled up with Bitcoin. And then, of course, Ethereum, which is proof of stake. They're obviously very well utilized, have a tremendous use case, and therefore great value. So Ethereum, although it is lagging a bit behind Bitcoin for some reason, it is on dollar value, and dollar value it is growing. So I'm an older person. I'm more conservative by now, and I've seen a few years of the bear market as well as this new cycle now, the bull phase, and I've become very conservative with altcoins. Now, also maybe I'm just a bit lazy and I'm not researching enough, because those who are really close to the edge, who are pursuing the new information that's coming out, the new tokens that are coming out, are finding great bargains, because the bargains lie in the small cap altcoins. You can buy and hold Bitcoin and Ethereum and just keep it as an investment and let it grow. But if you're a bit more open to risk, then, and you do a lot more research, you will find that there are other tokens that will make you even more profit, obviously, than Bitcoin would. All you're trying to do is outperform Bitcoin. And then you can sell back into Bitcoin or into Ethereum, of course, for the ERC20 tokens, and then cash out at a much greater profit. So you're making profit on your profit if you're using an old coin and then selling into Bitcoin or Ethereum. Polkadot, Chainlink, Uniswap Exchange, of course, probably has its own token. And there's a couple of new ones. There's a few outliers which defy the gravity sometimes, like Theta token is a recent one in recent days that move against the trend. Celsius Network. It's interesting, the ones with the word network in them. Celsius Network, Theta Network. There's another one as well. I must just check on CoinGecko.com. But that's where we can see them all, and the statistics are there. So it's up to the individual. But I saw the ICO craze of 2017, 2018, where a lot of new projects came out. Not many of which survived. They maybe had a pump but then disappeared. Even the great coins that were great then have diminished as new ones keep coming up. So it's about timing the market. It's about knowing when to get in. If you can get in early, right at the launch, a pre-sale even, you can invest, be an angel investor as they call them, or even just buy at the launch, and then you can ride the wave up. But then you need to know when to take profits, because the alts on the long term aren't always the best for long-term holding, like Bitcoin, Ethereum. You have to catch it well and ride it up and then sell at the right time. So it is a bit riskier. But if you're open to that, then that's where the greater profits actually lie.
Okay, on a final note, like, what are your goals for next year?
Well, let's see, 2021, based on where we've been historically in 2020, this has been quite an intense year, socially, psychologically, health-wise, financially as well, economically. People have taken a lot of strain here and there. But Bitcoin is defying all of that and is set to continue on its bull run. So 2021, I plan to buy the dips as much as I can here or there. And I'm waiting for a retrace now, which is incoming quite soon. There should be an imminent retrace in the Bitcoin price. I'm going to buy the dip in early 2021. And then as the year progresses, I'm going to continue blogging. At this stage, I'm on a good wicket. I'm going to continue with what I'm doing. I've had friends who've invited me to join them in India. They want to buy me a ticket to India even, to go overseas, to see some of the pilgrimage places and so on, which is good for my soul journey. But I'm a bit hesitant. I have to first see what the COVID situation is. So it's unlikely I'll do much more than follow Bitcoin on its trajectory to the moon for 2021.
Yeah, I was just gonna say about India. It's a bit dicey to take the gamble, because COVID there is just as bad as the US. Probably not as hectic, but yeah, who knows? I think it's safer to probably go to New Zealand or Australia at this rate.
Yes, that's right. Or just stay where you are, stay put and ride it out, because there'll be herd immunity and the people will take the vaccine if they want to here or there. So gradually this the whole COVID issue should phase out and things can stabilize again. It may take another year or so. Also, we're getting a lot of central bank digital currencies coming in. So the whole economic system is shifting, and it might make life more efficient, if for the youth especially, who are tech savvy. So these are just a few bumps in the road. Things should look up by the end of Hi there. Sorry about that.
That's fine. That's fine. It's technology. It's fine. It's not a big deal. You were saying something about. I forgot what you were saying.
Yeah, 2021. 2021. There, guys. The wild bunch there. Yes, the COVID situation should stabilize by the end of 2021 with herd immunity and vaccine use. And with the digital technology that's coming in, we may go cashless, and certain countries are introducing their central bank digital currencies. So it'll definitely create a shift. There's a new era we're entering now. and it may favor those of us who are interested in cryptocurrency and are already familiar with using wallets and that kind of thing. So I think for the youth, it's still a very exciting time, and this next chapter in the history of civilization is definitely going to be more efficient, and there's a lot of hope for the youth who are tech savvy, and especially those who are involved in cryptocurrency. So I'm very bullish on 2021, and I just hope everyone's on board. As many people as possible. There are those that are taking strain, of course, who are still reliant on the old school paradigms. The people invest in gold and silver, and that's not too bad, but it's not going to make you the gains that cryptocurrency will. And even those youngsters who are interested in gaming, it may seem random and arbitrary, but there's with the tokenization of even gaming, you can actually find certain games where there are cryptocurrencies involved, and you can earn by trading your NFTs, your non-fungible tokens that you get on the game, that you buy. You can then resell them. There's numerous of these dApps, digital decentralized apps coming out, and games. So you don't need to change your lifestyle or practice anything that you don't really enjoy in life. If you like being a gamer, it's like being a YouTuber. There's money to be made in industries that weren't there 12 months ago or a couple of years ago. So the cryptocurrency industry, the digital currency industry, has a lot of potential for the youth. The older folks can stick to their gold and silver, if that's what they need. But the youth will really fly with the digital era that we're entering.
Wow, it's really great, and it's been, as usual, great having your time, and we shall once again catch up again.
Yes, thanks, Siddharth. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the chat. Anytime, let me know. We can chat further.
Sure, man.